The goal was simple. Place 10,000 copper golems in survival Minecraft. But the more golems I placed, the harder it was to keep my world together. What? My FPS, let's see what my FPS is at, 1. It definitely made this challenge a lot more difficult. Anyway, here's how it went. Another 100 days video. Here we go. Random seed, everything is normal, press and play. This is gonna be an interesting one because this mob just got released and I don't know too much about it. So I kind of just thought to myself, why don't I just farm as many as I can? Let me get a day counter up for you. There we go. I've done some strategy behind this. My plan for this one is to find a trial chamber and just steal all of the copper. The trial chambers are completely made of copper. So if you guys don't know, to make a copper golem, all you need is a block of copper and then a pumpkin. That's it. I don't really like this spawn area, but at least we got some pumpkins. Let me make an axe and I'm gonna gather all these pumpkins right here. Ooh, and it looks like there's one of those raider towers. I forgot the name of it. Let's go loot that up real quick. Hello. Here's a pumpkin. We got some food, some wood, and an XP bottle. I'm most excited for this challenge. I don't know what it is. This is completely different. Ooh, is this a village over here already? That was kind of fast. Got a bundle. That's always good. Gonna make myself an iron pickaxe and some food. All right, I'm gonna try and level up these villagers. They seem to be all hanging out around there. In fact, why are they all hanging out here? I want to get them all into one spot so I can kind of know where they all are and protect them instead of having them all spread out. I got the villagers all set up in this little dirt box. But now that we have all the villagers in one spot, let's start getting them some jobs. So I'm gonna need some stick traders and I'm gonna need the guy that like sells us maps. I don't remember their names, but I know what blocks they need, so I'm gonna go get it. I just remembered something. I need to get my pumpkins down now. I need to start farming them. I'm gonna need so many pumpkins. It's gonna be crazy the amount. Let me just make myself a quick little pumpkin farm. I'm going to need so many pumpkins. It's gonna be I'm gonna have to have the same amount of pumpkins that I do in copper that I find, so it's gonna be a lot. I'm gonna need a really good pumpkin farm at some point. Okay, so I've got my pumpkin farm down. I've got these 2 rows here and I've got this one here. Now let's work on the villagers. I got my fletching tables down. I'm gonna wait for these guys to wake up, but in the meantime, since it's nighttime and these guys are sleeping, let's find some wood. We need a lot of sticks. It's daytime now. I've got almost 2 stacks of wood. Let's head back and do some trading. Alright, we gotta start just buying stuff from this guy. Well, there goes all of our emeralds. We need to level this guy up to level 2, 3. We just need to level this guy up. That's all I know. I'm gonna need a lot more wood. Alright, so in order to level this guy up even more, because like if I try to keep trading him emeralds for maps, it gives me this small sliver. I need to find a compass, basically. So I just need to do a little bit of mining, really. Let me just find a nice cave and do a little digging. Alright, I did a little trip of mining, did like a day or so. I got 13 diamonds, I got a good amount of iron and redstone. I'm gonna cook it all up and let's make some compasses. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys something. So I actually mined a little bit of copper, and I got it smelting right here. But let me show you how to make a copper golem real quick if you guys don't know. So you need to get a pumpkin, and you need to make yourself a copper block. And then all you gotta do is go like this. Oh wait, I need to shear it. Let me get shears. Alright, so you place a pumpkin down, you shear it to get yourself a carved pumpkin, and then you got yourself a copper golem. If I just put stuff into this chest, you should go over here and put it in there. There we go. He set it all in there. He'll automatically sort your chests for you. Our first little copper golem down right here. We're gonna have a lot more of these guys, and I mean there's gonna be thousands, I bet, at some point. It might be lagging my game now that I think about it. Let's level this guy up. Oh, need more emeralds. There we go, I got it. Trial Explorer map. I just need to make one more compass, and then we can honestly head there now. You know what? Let's do that. Trial Explorer map. Let's go. Oh, it's so close. All right, it should be right below me. Yeah, like right here. Oh, I was just mining some iron, but here we go. We're here. We're in. All of this copper is gonna be mine. I'm gonna have so much copper. I'm gonna have to make a couple trips. We got a key. All right, I'm actually just gonna like run through this trial and get as much loot as possible because I'm still in need of just basic materials. Even just finding iron is so good. Oh, I guess I'm finding this. That's it. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna surround this in blocks just because I don't want to fight these guys again. I just want to come back here whenever I can and do some mining. I fell in the stalagmite. I fell for the trap. You know, this can't really be a video of mine without me dying in the beginning. That was kind of cool though. I'm not gonna lie. That was a good trap. It got me. We have cleared this entire trial chamber. Let's head back home, take all of the gear that we have and loot, and then we'll come back, get ourselves a nice pickaxe, and let's just start mining away. I mean, look at all of this copper here. There's so much. It's nice to be home, but we've got a lot of work to do. All right, we're back here. I'm hoping to get maybe like a full inventory's worth. Let's start from the top and work our way down. My pickaxe broke. I've got about a full inventory's worth of copper. Let me organize it a little better. Throw out all my junk. Yeah, this is a lot of copper. Let's go head back home and dump this off and keep on mining. Okay, I'm dumping all of my copper into here. This is pretty good for our first set of mining. I do need to make myself another diamond pickaxe though. All right, back to mining. All right, there's another diamond pickaxe. Let's head back home. I'd say I'm like halfway done with mining out this entire trial chamber. I mean, I've done a lot of work so far. I'm stripping it clean. There's not gonna be a block of copper left. All right, here's more copper that we're dropping off. We've almost got a full double chest. Collect some of our pumpkins. Honestly, with these last couple of diamonds that I have, I'm gonna spend time mining. I really need more diamonds so I can keep mining copper. Let's make ourselves another diamond pickaxe and let's head underground. Okay, so I did some mining. I got all of this stuff. I got 17 diamonds, a lot of redstone, and not a lot of iron. Let's go collect some more copper. It's day 20. I'm done mining out this trial chamber. I have completely stripped this place clean. Like, yeah, you'll see some copper here and there, but I got a majority of the copper. Let me show you some of the rooms I cleaned out. Here's this room. This one took me a while. This was a really big room. I'd say I got about like 90% of the copper that spawns in these trial chambers. Here's the next room. It has a little downstairs area that had a lot of copper in it. Oh, I didn't even finish this section. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of other little rooms I had to dig out as well. I got every room. Well, let's head back to the surface and see how much copper we got. So here's all of the copper that we have. Here's one full chest. Here's another chest. And then here's almost half a chest of copper. Imagine every block is going to be one of these guys. So I'm going to need about 2.5 chests full of pumpkins then. And right now I only have a stack and a half. It's not a lot. I do want to make a better pumpkin farm, but I don't want to do it in the snow. I hate it here. So let's go do a bit of traveling so I can find a warmer biome to live in. All right, something I am going to do is make another portal just in case I end up going like really far away and I don't want to walk a lot of blocks to get back to my base. I can just use the nether. I'm just going to place this down and I'll write down the coords. All right, let me take a screenshot. Okay, let's go. Let's honestly just head in a direction and find... I'm looking for maybe like a plains biome, somewhere really flat. I'm gonna head west, going straight west. I'll take a desert. This is too hilly for me. Okay, I'm on top of this mountain. Over there looks a lot greener, a little warmer. Why is it so hilly? What is up right now? I mean, I would love to live over here in like a normal survival world, but I want something that's flat. Ah, here we go. Finally. Okay, that's perfect. Right here is where I'm gonna live. Right here. Let me go place my nether portal down and I'll go grab my stuff. I'm gonna carve out a tunnel all the way back to my old nether portal so I can make going back and forth really easy if I have to. There we go. Back home. All right, let's start moving everything we have to the new location. All right, I finally have everything out of this village. It's been good to me. It's been really good. Spent 20 days here, 23 days here. But it's finally time to move on. And you know, I'm gonna leave this guy here. He can hang out with the iron golem. It was nice knowing this village. Let's go ahead to our new home. This took me like a few days of just moving my stuff. I'm excited to get this copper golem thing all set up. It's gonna look really cool. Now that I think about it, it'll probably lag my game a lot. Think about it, hundreds of copper golems. Who would ever need that many? I guess me. First, I'm setting up the wheat farm, and then I'll set up the pumpkin farm. This is gonna be a really big pumpkin farm. I'm gonna need it because I'll need for every block of copper that I have here in these chests, I'll need 1 pumpkin. So I'm gonna need a lot of pumpkins. I think the next thing I want to do now is make like a small bee farm. Just because I know the copper golems, if you don't wax them, they'll turn into statues. I do want to get myself some silk touch first. So let's head back to the village and grab ourselves some silk touch. Perfect. All right, we're gonna put silk touch on this pickaxe. There we go. All right, let's find ourselves a beehive. I think I saw one over here somewhere. Yeah, I was right. There's one right there. I made myself a little bee farm. I just made a little glass box and put some flowers into it. Now we can make some honeycomb. And the honeycomb we can put onto these guys and they won't turn into statues. Now this guy will live forever, just walking around in my world. So that's why it's important to have a lot of honeycomb. I was about to harvest all these pumpkins, but my axe is about to break, and I only have 2 diamonds left. So unfortunately, that means I need to do a little bit of mining. I'm pretty much just looking for diamonds. I don't really care about anything else. Okay, just finished mining. We've got 36 diamonds. That should last us for the rest of this video. Okay, now let's harvest these pumpkins. All right, I got about 3 stacks of pumpkins. I'm gonna have half of these pumpkins go towards expanding the pumpkin farm, and I'm gonna have the other half go towards making some copper golems. So I'm gonna set these pumpkins in here, and let's expand this pumpkin farm a little bit. Okay, I've got my pumpkins, I've got my copper. Now I just want to find like an ideal spot to place all of these copper golems down. I don't want to just place it in random spots. I want to keep them all in one area just so we can see it all on one screen pretty much. I almost want to I think I want to just dig a hole somewhere. Somewhere that's kind of far away from base, just in case I place a lot that it starts lagging my game. But how about, what if we made this hole where we place all the copper golems? All right, let me flatten this out a bit. All right, I flattened out this hole here. Let's finally start placing some copper golems down. First, I'm gonna make like a layer of copper, and then I'm gonna place pumpkins on top of it, just so we can do it all in one go. Okay, there's all of our copper. Now let's place some pumpkins down. Now they won't turn into copper golems until I shear them. And luckily I brought some iron to make some shears too. Okay, time to start shearing. Here we go. Okay, this is so cool. There's so many already. Honestly, I'm gonna keep just like a wall here because I want to finish this side first. I'm gonna place a wall so they don't spread over. Ooh, but look at all those pumpkin seeds. I gotta grab that. Look at these copper golems. There's so many already. So far, my PC's not lagging whatsoever. The noise is kind of loud though. Honestly, all we need now is more pumpkins. So let's keep expanding this pumpkin farm. I expanded the farm a little bit again. Yeah, everything is running pretty smooth right now. Gonna keep this routine up. I'm hoping for my pumpkins to just keep on growing, and I'm just gonna keep on farming them as much as possible. But yeah, let's go check on our copper golems to see how they're doing. There are so many. I need to turn my sound down. All right, I'm gonna place some copper. We have filled this other half of this hole with pumpkins and copper. Now it's time to shear the pumpkins. I think now is where my game is going to start lagging. Currently I'm at 95 FPS. So let's see what that brings us down to. Let me get rid of this dirt wall. Here we go. Okay, things are going good. I'm still doing fine lag wise. Okay, I can start to feel the frames a little bit. What are we at? We're at 66. Okay. Oh, see, these guys are already turning into statues. That's why I got the honeycomb. Okay, this is a lot of copper golems. I don't know if my PC can handle this. My frames are doing fine. It's just the tick rate has slowed down a lot. So since I need dirt to expand this pumpkin farm, what I'm going to do is expand the hole that we have over here with all of our copper golems. I'm going to make it a little bit wider. I'm going to do that now. Oh, wow. You can feel the frames as I walk over here. Okay, so I've decided I'm going to expand this hole in the ground and push it that way a little bit more. Just so I can place more copper golems in one spot, really. Just kind of curious how laggy my game will get. Look at how laggy my game is. This is so bad. Alright, so I've dug out a little bit more here. I'm thinking this next time that I'm placing copper golems, it might crash my game. Because I'm lagging. I'm lagging pretty bad whenever I look in this general direction. It's making it hard to do kind of anything at this point. So I'm hoping that this is going to be enough copper golems because I've only got one more shot of placing copper golems. Then I might have to move to another location at this point. Let's go grab some copper and let's start filling this area in here. I finished this whole layer of copper and I still have so much left. I still have a lot back at home, so I think I just want to keep focusing on expanding this hole. Unfortunately, I don't even have enough pumpkins to even fill in this small amount of copper. Now I'm really gonna focus on this pumpkin farm. Like, I'm gonna spend the next couple of days just pumpkin farming now because I need to build it up. I got a little bit carried away. My pumpkin farm now expands all the way over here. This is going to speed up our pumpkin farm a lot. My biggest issue is that I'm not able to chop the pumpkins enough. Like, look how slow this takes. So I need to get some better enchantments, but I don't have a fully maxed out enchantment table yet. So let's go grab some sugarcane and let's collect some leather. Alright, I got myself an efficiency 2 unbreaking 1 axe. Oh, that's much faster. Pretty sure if I get this to efficiency 3, I can instantly mine the pumpkins. But even just this is going to help out a lot. Oh, this is so much better. You guys want to see how long it takes me to mine? Ready? Look at the lag constantly restarting my block. It's like doubling the amount of time this should take. I'm having to mine almost every block twice at this point. One thing that's nice about the lag is it kind of slows down time, so I can I don't really have to fight these zombies. I can just walk around them, and they're not really an issue because look at how slow they are. I have completely placed every single block of copper that I have. Something that's crazy to me is this little hole here is causing me so much lag. Now imagine if I filled this entire square in with copper golems. Well, I do need to get myself some more pumpkins anyway, so let's go see how my pumpkin farm is doing. You know what? Not too bad. I do need about like 3 or 4 double chests full of pumpkins. Let's see how much I have now. I barely even have 1. Okay, well, I'm gonna spend the next couple of days just farming pumpkins until I get 3 or 4 double chests full. How long did that take me? Wow, I feel like it took a while. All right, let's see our final pumpkin count. We've got 3 double chests full of pumpkins now. Let's move it over to our copper farm. All right, we have our chests down closer to the copper golems. Let's finally start filling this in with pumpkins. Okay, so I placed everything. I filled this whole entire area with pumpkins. Let's look at our stats real quick and just see how many pumpkins we actually placed. All right, so we placed about 8,145 pumpkins. So that means by the end of it, we'll have easily over 8,000 copper golems. That's a lot. My game is definitely going to crash. What was I thinking? Well, I still gotta try it. This is the moment. This is where we turn all of these pumpkins and copper blocks into all of those copper golems. I've got myself some shears. I've got spare iron just in case my shears break. I'm gonna start on this side just so the lag doesn't affect my base too much when I'm over there. Okay, here we go. It's day 54. Let's finally do this. All of our hard work has led to this moment. Still not lagging that bad. Okay, so you guys remember when I said it wasn't lagging that bad? It's getting kind of bad now. I can't even, anytime I switch back to looking in this direction, it gets so bad. I don't care if there's gonna be spare pumpkins. I just need to keep on carving them. It's so laggy. It looks like I'm just teleporting. I wish you guys could see me right now. I'm full on leaning forward in my chair, trying to make sure that this works. Okay, this is unplayable. Are you serious? All right, let's see what my frames drop down to when I turn to all the copper golems. 2, 1 FPS. I've been shearing copper golems for maybe like 20-25 minutes or so, and it's still the same exact day. I'm coming up on half an hour of shearing these pumpkins, but these copper golems are slowing down time. You guys want to see how long it takes me to eat a piece of bread? Ready? Here, I'll put a timer up on screen. Here we go. That takes a long time. You know what? Let me see if this helps. What if I turn everything down to its smallest possible? Let's see if that helps. Is that better? Oh, that's so much better. Wait, I can actually do this now. Yeah, you can't really see all of them, but at least my game isn't rendering all of them at one point. Now I feel like I can actually like get some work done. What's happening? What's happening? Okay. Who knew that this many copper golems would be destroying my world? I was falling through the ground. Uh-oh. Alright, I believe I've done a majority of the pumpkins now. With me lowering my render distance, it's sped up the process a lot. Now I'm going to walk through the copper golems and find the pumpkins that I missed. Just shear them just so we can have like a total count at the end. My world is still breaking, by the way. Still. Like, I don't even know what I'm looking at. I'm like always waiting for the next chunk to load. I have to just stand and wait. Whoa. Guys, I don't know if my computer is gonna make it through this. Come on. I'm still waiting. I want to keep shearing these copper golems. I want to get this done, but I can't. It's just the void. There we go. Okay, here's the next chunk. Let's clear this one out. I have to do this a chunk at a time now. Also, it's still day 54, and I've been playing for an hour and 20 minutes on just this day. Just to give you guys a perspective on how long this is taking me. These copper golems have froze time. It's still the middle of the day. Oh, I need to go repair my shovel. What just happened? Alright, I think it's about time that we turn our render distance back up so we can see the final product. This might be bad. Okay, I'm hitting apply. Here we go. Alright, it's loading. So far, so good. The frames are dropping a lot. We still have not rendered the entire platform yet. There we go. Here's all of the copper golems. There should be about 8,000 of them just walking around. My FPS, let's see what my FPS is at. 1. And the crazy thing is it's still day 54. I've been playing for almost an hour and 45 minutes now, getting all of this ready. Okay, so now that I've placed about 8,000 copper golems, you're probably thinking, okay, well, what now? Honestly, I don't know either. So yeah, I've used these shears 8,173 times. Why don't I just make my goal 10,000 and call it good? Let's gather up 2,000 more pumpkins. Let's grab ourselves some more copper. And let's just grind through this and get to that 10,000 goal. With the time pretty much being frozen, there's no point in trying to get to my day 100 goal. So we're going to change that goal to actually hit 10,000 copper golems. We're at 8,000, so we're almost there. I just realized it's day 55. Finally, after 2 hours, time is moving again. Oh, look how fast that sun is moving too. So nice not to be over by the copper golems. All right, we just finished collecting pumpkins. We just got ourselves a large chest full. Now let's go find ourselves some copper. Okay, I just spent some time chopping down all these trees and I've got myself a lot of wood. Let's head back to that village and get ourselves some more emeralds. Something I do want to check is if I buy this explorer map, is he just going to show me the same trial that I've already mined out? I mean, I've got a lot of emeralds. I might as well spend the money and test it out. Yeah, he does. Okay, that means we need to go find ourselves a new village. So let's go find a village. Let's just pick a direction, I guess. Village over there. All right, this guy is boxed in. He is not going anywhere. There we go. Okay, got ourselves a trial explorer map. Let's see where this takes us. We just need like 1 double chest of copper. That's it. I don't care about anything else. I just want to place 10,000 copper golems and then call it good. All right, it should be right below us. Here we go. Let's build our another portal right here. All right, we've got this entire place to ourselves. Let's start mining. Finally, I've got all of our pumpkins and all of the copper that we need to place 10,000 copper golems. Now, I don't know where to place it. I do not want to keep working over here. This is too laggy for me. So I'm going to do something else. Here is what I'm going to end up doing. I want to start from the top of this mountain and make myself a bridge, well, 1-block bridge that goes all the way across the sky and all the way that way for 2,000 blocks for all of these blocks. Just seems like something cool that I'd like to see in the sky. Anyway, let's get started on it. We are starting from here and working our way that way towards the sun. Here we go. What? Oh no. Oh no, I'm back here. Why did I set my spawn point here? What happened? It's like the block just disappeared in my hand. Did you guys see that? I think I loaded in the copper golems just for a little bit and that caused lag. So when I get close to the copper golems, I need to turn my render distance down just so I can make this bridge. Here's all my stuff. I'm gonna turn my render distance down now. Oh, this is perfect. Let's just like place blocks till we're past the copper golems. Okay, the copper golems are right there. Well, just be careful. I just placed over 2,000 blocks of copper. All right, here's my coordinates. I'm at positive 1,080 on this block. Let's start walking back. Whew, that was a long way back. I'm also at negative 2,370. I'm starting to realize I placed a little bit more than 2,000 blocks like my original plan. Oh well, I'm just gonna stick with placing a double chest full of pumpkins. I might as well at this point if I've already placed the copper, right? Why did I think this was a good idea? Look at this. Let's just place these pumpkins and call it a day. We've got all the pumpkins down. Now all we need to do is make some shears and start making some copper golems. All right, we've got a lot of pumpkins to turn into copper golems. And we've got a lot of shears too, so let's make this quick. Here we go. So far things are going pretty good. I don't have too much to update on. I'm just kind of holding down right click. Oh, I was just about to finish it and I fell. Are you serious? Let me go grab some blocks. I don't have anything. There we go. Okay, now let's finish it. That was our final copper golem, this guy right here. Let's see how many we ended up getting. With the pumpkin and the shears, we have easily over 11,000 copper golems. Man, I am glad to be done with this challenge. But I do want to do one more thing before I end this video. I like how I just have to follow this copper golem trail and there's so many that are just free falling. What? He froze mid-air. This guy froze in the sky. This is so funny to see them free falling. This guy looks like he's actually skydiving right here. Okay, so like I said, there's something I want to do before I head out. Let me grab some wood. I want these copper golems that I have over here to sort a chest for me. Just one chest. That's it. I mean, I have all these copper golems placed and it's their main job. Why wouldn't I do that for them? All right, we've got all of our copper golems loaded in. Let's place a chest down and have them start sorting. Let's try to open up a copper golem chest. All right, I'm gonna put a couple stacks in here. Okay, now let's make sure there's some sand in here so they know. All right, now I'm gonna spread the sand out into other chests too. All right, we'll give it a bit and see what happens. Let me stand on this chest. Let's see how much sand these guys have sorted for me. Okay, we got like 7 stacks. By the way, it's been an hour. I stood here for an hour. More copper golems does not mean faster in any means. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I know I did, but I'm never doing this again. I'll see you guys in the next one. I can't believe I just stood here for an hour, letting these copper golems just sort sand. Man, what a waste of time.